Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hell, 3 a.m. professing, smitten, and I'm begging. Red eye, 10 wide for a little piece of heaven. Frosted tip lips, baptized. What a blessing every time I get to taste and a thigh. I'm obsessing. Line my throat with your hands. Detail your commands. Your eyes connect with mine, amateur. Deuce to your plan. Grasping on your waist because I'm lost in your wealth. You pin my hands back so I keep my hands to myself. When you sway with intention, breaking down the suspension, confessing your conditions, tremors from your affliction, crippled from your addiction, coming into remission. Then I put you into submission. We're in a battle of attrition. Read my body language. Engage how much I'm poignant. Hands across your body, and by the way my legs are pointed, as lost in the abyss, stimulated bliss. A halt in your breathing, I'm catching tears on your lips. I adjust my rate of speed, decipher all your needs. Eyes open as we leap, I venture more into the deep, reaching down for your throne, peeling back your collarbone. Friction turns your vocal tones, then you start to ebb and flow, bracing around my pelvis rolls and impact my angles toll through the depths I control. I'm gonna pull it from your soul. Hold up, baby. On to my soliloquy. I kiss to your divinity. Keep my eyes open as I find my serenity. Few things mean more to me. God, some kids and family than head chips from your ecstasy. When I'm in between your knees, increasing my intensity, you guide my head intently to remember your flavor vividly and tell you what you did to me. Sweetie, eliminate the metaphors. Rip the knob off the door. Destroy the handles on my drawer. While splurting love, I implore. Your supple honey couture. Insatiable, I want more. Like I never had you before. I'll never feel you no more. Put strain on your vocal cords. Cover all your contours until you're shaking from your core, evacuating to the floor. I'm dedicated to these nights out. Predicated on your whiteout. Eviscerating any new doubt. Collapsing on me. Lights out. Via full. I'm Dominic Gatsby. Tonight we're doing another past the moon and through the stars. All we do tonight, these kind of nights, these live nights, or maybe pre-record, doesn't matter, whatever they are. We're just going over vocals, how I want to do them, different styles and flows, however I want to do it when I do them live. So let's keep it moving. Actually, tonight, you know what? Tonight, I didn't even know where I was gonna get it from because I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just not really in it. But you're not gonna be in it every night, so you got to figure it out, right? I felt like the last couple of days, but we're gonna keep it moving. Let's see. Where should we go? I was talking about last time. There was I do have like. No, I'm not even gonna ruin them. I want to, but sometimes like I have unfinished products at the end of a lot of poems that I think about using, and like when I write certain ones, sometimes it comes out in that order. When I write some others, sometimes it doesn't. It just, and I massage to put it, move the stanzas all around, and so on and so forth. But I'm not gonna use that one yet. Well, the one what I was gonna say. Is anybody new? Let's get it out. What they call it? What is it called? Housekeeping out the way. Um, all the poems I do here are already posted. Nothing that I'm working on will be revealed here. Once I have any sort of it, even the old ones that probably, as you can see, the progress into me figuring out how I want to do these. Go ahead, look at them, like them, dislike them, hate them, throw them out the window. Tell me what's up. If you do like them, subscribe, and hit the notifications if you want to, be up to date. Let's keep it going. So what this is also really about is, being in an open emotional space to a point. Not even to a point, just out there. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly what I'm feeling. It's just, it's a way to get it out, basically. So, thanks for sharing the space, whether creative space, oh my gosh, whatever creative space, or you know what, I'm done talking about it. I need another one. I need another poem real quick. Oof. Okay. So I always have to find my balance though with this music in the background because I just got to get my mood ready. Uh, but I like this tonight. I'm starting out with some Tank. This is how I feel, Tank. So yeah, specifically right now, you're a one. I'm gonna turn that one back up just a little bit, and we're gonna jump right into the next one. Well, I'm pulling it up. Thanks for just joining me again. This is great. It's great to share creative space with people. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, sweetie. Of course. Yes. Yes. That's man, I tell you, naturally sometimes I just want to grab the mic and I shouldn't, but mm, sometimes, not even sometimes, all the time, you got to be the focus. You're the inspiration. You're everything that I know that drives. Because if I'm not in it, if you're not in it, I can't be in it. What the hell am I here for, right? And my current inspiration derives from your intellectuality. I want you to hold on to these words as my actions breathe life into them and create our reality. Find the belief in my eyes that in our moment you're a treasure, not a tragedy. And despite the pace and our tension, with me you would never be a casualty. Collapse these wings around me and detail your deepest fantasy. Your request is my mission. Make you lose your sanity. Embrace all your vanities until you speak solely in profanities, realizing she won't ever have to question this decision personified by the way she exhales in sync with my physical precision, telling me telling me how this movement was in her vision, inexplicable, but she believed in her deepest intuition. She was simply just waiting for the perfect conditions. Her words are deeply increasing the power in my intention. With the neighbors listening to the sounds of our collisions, I increase my focus until they feel you lost your religion. Grasp the back of my mind, sweetie, as the wall tickles your spine. Don't break visual contact as I enter your divine. Way too far ahead. Trembling to the words I instruct. I'm committed in ways others will reluct, ensuring that you never feel rushed as approaching this as if it'll be the last time we'll touch. Requesting my desires, but not one in the specifics, discovering on her own and deciphering my hieroglyphics. Decoding through my neck makes me more prolific, coursing through my veins, and now control is shifted. As your shoulders start to shudder and lips start to flutter, you're pulling back the covers, elated, and you stutter as I take this a step further and you let out another. 2 years of my celibacy, sweetie, negated by your effect on me. To take Oh, this is not the finished product of this poem. I am so sorry. That is Bush League. Bear with me, and we'll back it up. So I have them all saved in proper places, but that wasn't the proper poem. I thought it was. That wasn't the finished one. Baby, don't focus. Come on, baby, open up for me. Oh, so while I'm figuring out how to be a genius, so what this also does is, oh, you know what? There it is. Oh, we'll just go back into this. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Mm-hmm. As your shoulders start to shudder and lips start to flutter, as your shoulders start to shudder and your lips start to flutter, you're pulling back the covers elated and you stutter as I take this a step further and you let out another. 2 years of my celibacy negated by your effect on me, trembling to taste your ecstasy, speaking bilingual effectively, spelling her name carefully while down in the line of destiny. Circles when you lock your knees, X's when you start to plead, moments when you forget to breathe while motioning for you to come to me. No, hold on, back up. 2 years of my celibacy negated by your effect on me, trembling to taste your ecstasy, speaking bilingual effectively, spelling her name carefully while down the line to destiny, Circles when you lock your knees, X's when you start to plead, moments when you forget to breathe while motioning you for to come to me, arching your neck, arching your back simultaneously. Even more when you yell for me, heart heart beating in brevity while releasing your flavor of your sanctity, without taking it without taking a moment to damn, without taking a moment to savor. Let's proceed to the next behavior. When you lock your arms diagonally across, when you are, I don't like the way that came out. Let's do that part again. Stacking up. When you lock your arms diagonally across my back, passionately. The momentum in my hips drives me immaculately. Hands in your head as you dip down, presenting an altar to honor your crown. Arms and my shoulders move in rotation, intensifies deeper within your sensation. We could continue, but I do miss your eyes. I don't like the way the mic is. We could continue, but I do miss your eyes. I pull back your reins and you say that you're mine. Hand over neck, my arms hold your thighs, lifted back up, sternum to spine. It might actually stern. No, it'd be sternum to spine. Sternum to spine. Switching positions without touching ground, carry you upward and slide right back down. Holding my face while receiving your kisses, forgiving apologies, foolishly resisted. Mixing the ingredients in your cinnamon confection, changing depth and direction in our melanin connection, reading your expression through the power of my detection, raising your vocal inflections traps me in your perfection. Continuation into an additional plunge, rolling my hips till I feel your lungs, losing your eyes and biting your tongue. Your nails pierce my flesh when you've become undone. Tearfully detailing, not wanting to finish, physically conflicted, but you knew her strength was diminished. Holding me delicately, increasing my motion effortlessly, quivering increasingly, precipitating effectively. She pulls me in closer, ear center of my core, asking if she's all I ever wished for. Yes, however, you're much more. We wish for what we can't have, what's known but on an unreachable path. With you, I found a new wonder, an unmatchable standard, life altering number. Catching your breath and asking where I want to be, naturally with you, sweetie, without uncertainty. Reminding you what inspires my vitality is your intellectuality. Bonsoir Saint Germain, Dominic Gatsby. So Sweetie's not actually in any of my poems. It's just, I'm working different ad libs, all right? I also learned early, like not early, as I started to develop more with my writing that uh, what I realized I was doing a lot was changing not the tense, changing, I guess it would be tense the person and whatever. I can't think right now. Instead of saying, I would say she and you when I'm talking to that person. So that, I think kind of doesn't keep it as fluid. So, and I think it's just better just to go with you because at the end of the day, like I always say, these are anecdotal and it's supposed to be me talking to Bonsoir Saint Germain via full, it's supposed to be talking to Love 351, it's supposed to be me talking to 2520. I can keep going on, but the point is that's what it's supposed to be. And when I realized that, I started changing it that way because I spent so much of my life writing with the she and you, da 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 da. Maybe it's one of those things that's innate. It's just a part of you, like you don't want them to know, but they all know. Anybody who I've written about knows it's them. So let's keep it moving. One. Oh no. Talking up what's on the morning me. Okay. All right, but ooh, you know what? Let's let's go down the line. Here we go. We're gonna change it up though. Of course. Well, this time I wanted to start at the gate with a more sexual poem, but where we're going now, I'm just winging it. I have all these poems saved in folders, one main folder, I guess. But at the end of the day, another place. But point being is this: one of them was a submission years ago to a magazine, It doesn't matter which one because I'm not giving people press. But anyway, and then after I did that and it didn't work, actually I did it to like 3 different places, and I realized it didn't work out. I realized even when I submitted it, I realized I'm like, it probably doesn't make sense because I'm writing from me to, you know, I'm telling the world how I feel. I'm not necessarily trying to fit the construct of what someone's looking for, you know. If anything, like what I want to do with these, like a little more housekeeping, is come across other people who can either perform or write, especially who can actually make music. Because I would love to actually turn anything into R&B, but I can't sing, not well enough for that. So there's that. And I don't know if I really care to, but it's yeah. So anyway, I'm jumping back and forth. So yeah, with that, I realized that I was like, the only people I want to who it's really for people who can relate, or people who just want to hear art for that matter. So I did that 1 year or so, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just gonna do my thing, use my ways to do it. So I'm out here in the DC metro area. So let's keep it going. You're the one I'm the coolest. All right, excuse me. Now, if we're gonna do this though, let me change up the music because that's not gonna groove with how I'm feeling with these. But who? So I don't want to give it away. Ooh. So I don't want to go. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into a not sexual space, kind of like a deeper. Oh, I'm hurt feelings space. But then we're gonna by the end of the night we're gonna come back out. I gotta. I don't want to end nights on like that's bad. I don't want to pass that energy out either when people are watching and today and whatever. And yeah, screw that. So here we go. Oh, ooh, Lord, this is gonna hurt. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, where'd I put it? I just had it open. Pardon me, team. I don't know what I did with that one. Is this it? Oh, this is it. I'm gonna be real, as we go into this poem. I'm damn sure not close to perfect anything. Okay. And I won't say I necessarily regret anything, but there are things I wish I did better. For sure. And yes, you learn from them, but it doesn't change the feeling that resonates from that. And I'll be real, like there was a time where I felt like, you know what, I burned it. It's over. That bridge is done, blown up to pieces. So when that chance came around again, I just knew I had to do things different. I had to make a point to be a better person, for myself, which is actually something that goes hand in hand with being a better person for that relationship, for that person, because I like the person I was becoming because of my desire to be a better person in that relationship. And I wanted to be, so that way it kind of works, being a better person for myself and a better person for that person and then a better person for that relationship. But you know what I found out? I found out that it's not common to be gifted with a second chance, which is why I start every day with on bended knees and folded hands and thanks and to request my creator to continue guiding me in a loving behavior. My greatest weakness is your heart. Inspiration for my improvement from the very start. I commit to you. Complete emotional transparency. Even when misguided, they're based in honesty. My greatest strength, giving me a tangible calm. No, my greatest strength, giving me a tangible calm. When I'm filled with angst, you remind me of my resolve. The faith from your lips demolishes my demons. Trials seemingly apocalyptic are now just past seasons. I'm miles from perfect, and that's scary to me. Even if impossible, I won't stop trying to be. You're uncertain about the route to our destination. We walk together, and actions show my dedication. Were there to be another, I'd have to retire. Not a woman in this world can recreate what built our fire. When I lost everything for those 2 years, you kept me inspired. With that example alone, no one else could ever reach higher. I asked for a second chance to sit near your throne and provide everything you need so you feel at home. I asked for you to just let me feed your soul with compassion, make your meals in your favorite fashion, and bathe you when you're sick or desire love in sheerly intimate fashion. I want you to believe there is a love fantastic between us. I feel it. I'm breaking one that's elastic. I want to spend my life as the instrument of your healing, quelling your strife, reassuring your dreams are never have no ceiling. It's truly that simple. I love to see you dreaming. A farewell kiss, a farewell and a kiss to your temple. Happy to see your visit is relieving. If you let me, I'll always try, and through every step of the journey, I'll show you why. Dominic Gatsby, 2529. You know why? Because love is my religion. And I was built as an alchemist, mending broken hearts and shattered dreams. And in due time, I'll help rebuild your self-esteem, breathe life back into your heart, and restore your faith. All I ask is for an honest opportunity, and I'll remind you why you even believed in the first place. Passion is my drug. My soul needs to first capture your mentality, slowly making you a casualty of my sensuality, breaking your belief that this level of intimacy was a fallacy, and you write everything previously thought impossible in reality. Prepare yourself for love's renaissance, where those who brought you pain are seen nothing as a subtle nuance. Physicality is my direction. Hold on, I messed up. There we go. Physicality is my direction, which what did I do with it? Here we go. See, I messed up. Sorry, y'all. Physicality is my direction. Damn it. Come on, baby. Physicality is my direction in the sense that I never want you to feel you're without my protection. From the deep inhale resulting from a welcoming kiss upon your face to the shuddering exhale as you collapse into my embrace. Encroaching yourself on my chest and getting lost in my fragrance. Our souls are connected so well that our hearts beat in cadence. Pleasure is my identity, seldom disclosed to the masses, made principle to limit attention from sexually cavalier classes. Bearing the advantage of an intellectual collection, music-less moments of passion only need your vocal inflections, unwavering missions to reach uncharted depths of your soul, finding the balance between aggression and reserved as we switch roles. Catering to your request and physical response, focused on those reactions you left were focusing on those reactions you felt were impossible or ensconced. Forever is my focus. You gave me my chance and I presented my best case to take our time and receive this love, this endless love at a steady pace. I'm not in a hurry because I believe we're building a masterpiece. And we've both learned that love done quickly surely ends in defeat. Just believe in me in this endeavor. And through the eyes of our children, may our love live to see forever. Believe in you, me, us. And I can teach you. There's quite a few things going on at that time. For me, anyway. I guess for us, really. Well, let's just talk about me. There's a few things going on in my emotions. And a lot of people are through the time that I'm very open, emotionally open about stuff. Through time, I always told people, what was I gonna say? See, I'm all in my emotions now. I don't know. You know what? Let's keep it going. I don't know. Actually, I had it. Don't. Let's keep it going. Well, my life was in squalor, painting from multiple afflictions. You were the remedy. Now let me start over because even my mentality of approaching that was like I'm talking to y'all, but I mean to like, you know. When my life was in squalor, painting from multiple afflictions. You were the remedy, God's direct prescription. Both hands are needed to conquer this recipe, with generous servings of understanding to mold us intelligently. Although we're eager to master the meal's intricacy, we're patient enough to approach the task delicately. An unsteady beginning due to our raw emotions. Best meals are made extraordinary through unbridled love and devotion. The effort sacrifice transformed my pain and her innocence into an incomparable love experience. Teach me the way to your heart and all of the ingredients you'll need. So long as you believe in me, I assure you, we'll make this better than anyone perceived. Thought invoking love that doesn't follow a standard procedure. Uniqueness is our goal, which means we're each other's teachers. May your days be forever extraordinary, and your focus on happiness continue to bring evil hearts to glory. May everyone feed off of your energy as you brighten their days, showing them the power of positivity. Inspired by your presence and genuine mentality, they can now focus on the positive instead of a harsh reality. A domino effect emerged from your robust vitality. An example of what love can be when not handled callously. You're a star, you know? And without stars, there's a void, and the heavens would be lightless. And without light, the planets would be cold and remain lifeless. And without life, we couldn't even imagine love, a world mindless. Unknowingly, your star makes the world better, and that's timeless. That's timeless. You brought warmth to my soul when all I knew was love's bitterness, and stopped the pain, and with love that was relentless. You're the personification of all I've ever given in life, sweetie. I stand even stronger today because of your belief, his might. Soul food. Ooh. And I was in my emotional bag when I put these poems together. Goodness gracious. I have got to figure this little chat screen out, because if and whenever it gets to the point that anyone's here trying to talk to me, I can't see it over there. So once again, I'll try to discover genius with fire. Basically saying that an example is terrible metaphor, analogy. Try to figure it out basically, and I'm gonna make it more difficult than it needs to be. So anyway, back to this. Oh well, we're halfway into this tonight. Thanks for everybody who's here, who watches today, tomorrow, anytime. Appreciate it. Just wanting to be in a emotionally safe journey. I don't care if it ever becomes like a toxic like environment, comments or nothing, because I'm still gonna put out safe energy. And I feel like we don't get to talk about these kind of things. I feel like for some reason it's so taboo, unless it's in a song, then everyone believes it. And then when it's time to like really follow your emotions and do that, people are like, oh. What's something else I learned about love for me? Well, I'll tell you this. I don't believe that people need to live like I live, love like I love, and so on and so forth. Even my damn apartment. Like, I don't have furniture because I just don't care. And the reason I don't care is because I have this corny ass thing in my mind. It's not really, I guess it's corny, but it's also my emotions. Where when I want to decorate, I want to do it because I'm building a home. And if my heart is already somewhere and solidified in something, it just wouldn't feel right. I could have, it's like you buy a really big house with no family to put in it. So what good is it? I'm even less to that, but it really started with because of these stories I'm telling you, the things I was clearly what I was going through at those times, those 2 years or so, actually a lot of my life, but especially those 2 years, I kept losing a lot of things. So even the little bit I cared about items was now out of the window during those 2 years. And in that love that was building even more, and that was actually the time I was able to be like, I love this woman. Like, point blank. Not I could just love that woman, but like I wholeheartedly, irretrievably, uncontrollably love that woman. Like, I talk to people about being, what is it? They say hopeless romantics. I'm a helpless romantic. My friends don't even try anymore. They're like, well, every now once in a blue moon they'll do it. They're like, hey, you should do that over there. I'm like, Should I though? But anyway, all I know is it taught me a lot. And yeah, so that's my whole thing. I just don't care about it. Like even right next to I have like this is sitting on a keyboard, and then I have a guitar there. It's not so I can learn how to play anything deep. It's because I try to learn it. I learn little riffs every now and then, like I learned the Malaguena and whatnot, just because it's relaxing. And then I forgot it since then. There's a song to The Last of Us 2 that's been in the trailers. I learned that. I forgot it because I just needed that moment. So it is what it is. I don't know. That's me. So, last before I go into this, I feel like a huge principle that should be known for my not principle, a huge belief for me that I learned is just for me is the concept of being rather wanting to rather be alone than pretending with somebody else, anybody else. I always tell people like anyone I've even entertained in the last 7 years knows who this woman is because I tell them. They all know. So, and that's been something that's been on and off. So I don't want to make it sound like super scandalous. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. We're just getting honest. All right, let's do it. Oh, so with that, what I was saying, oh yeah, the being alone part, because I've tried that, and it's just like tried lying to myself. I'm like, this, nope, can't do it. And then what hurts even more is I've established that like the love you guys hear in these poems is true. That's how I feel to the core depths of my soul. I want whoever is trying to convince me otherwise. I want them to have somebody who cares to care. I want someone to care about them the way I love this woman. And if I'm there with them, this person over here, I'm just in the way of them possibly being able to have that. There's no guarantee that they'll even take it if when that time comes along, but I can't be part of that because I know what it feels like to love someone that much. And that means I'm in the way of that. And even more so, I'm in the way of that man or woman, whoever it is would be for that woman, for the woman over here to love this person, like who loves them like I would, to be able to do it. I can't be that person. I can't get in the way of that. Corny principles. But anyway, it's like corny emotional principles. But yeah, let's do it. All right, a little more water. We're gonna jump right into this. It's a lot of talking. Let me tell y'all something. A little more detail. See, we were individuals in the midst of their own wars. Unbeknownst to you and I, he was about to give us more. I faced my greatest doubt and my ability to handle the encore, and by complete serendipity, he sent you through my door. We backed into each other, what seemed at random, trying to fight our own battles while quickly becoming a tandem, matching each other's motions and creating a new meaning of what we saw as devotion, the personification, and never fleeting. Unintentionally, we created a team. Unintentionally, we created a team. Unintentionally, we created a team. Unintentionally, we created a team where my life's missions included your dreams. Excuse me. Every battle we fought together. Let me start there. Unintentionally, we created a team where my life's missions included your dreams. Every battle we fought together. Two-soldier army, we still outlasted the weather. We spent our entire relationship surviving God's testaments. Now we're on the side of glory, but the change makes you hesitant. When all we've ever known is how to clear the next plight. We've never known what to do when everything, what is it? Uh-oh. We've never known what to do when life's finally all right. Take one leap of faith with me and see how much we've grown. It's safe to be fearless. I'm still protecting your throne. I'll unbuckle your armor while you lay down your sword. The toughest days are over. We can enjoy our rewards. What wouldn't I do for you? I've gone to the Empire State simply to have you in view. Took the red eye to London when your hope needed to be renewed. Silent dances in the streets of Paris, just us silhouetted by the moon. It may not now seem clear, but all I'm asking is for more trust. Relinquish your fear while I show you where this can carry us, ushering you into normalcy, afraid of the unknown. Remember my undying reliability? And let that set the tone. Anything you needed, just a simple breath in my direction. Everyone who stood in the way was met with an. I don't like, because that seems like you owe me. That's not you owe me tone. I don't like that. Anything you needed, just a simple breath in my direction. Everyone who stood in the way was met with an insurrection. This may not be storybook perfect. This may not be storybook perfect, but it is for us due to how we work it. Deeper than the surface. We grew with the other as the purpose. Unknowingly, a home was created where you'd always be loved, even if the day left you jaded, where you can rest any thoughts that kept you mentally weighted. Bleak gluttonous in my love, not a moment I would have traded. You whisper to me, this is where my heart resides. This is where your heart resides. There's no other place where you can truly confide. I thank him every day for being our guide and creating us to be the strengths in each other's lives. Parker Barrow. I forgot the name of that poem real quick. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. As time goes, I'm gonna stop saying like I've said before. So forgive me. Damn, whatever. You can always throw stuff out there, of things that I've worked on before. It doesn't have to be a specific pattern. I'm just doing these because it keeps something going for now. You know what I feel like doing since we just did Parker Barrow? I want to do the heist and the getaway. Is that it? Is that it? Because last time I thought it was it. It wasn't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 7:45. I'm good. So I got something I do after this. Something I got to do. I got to do. All right. I might be like mood breaking, whatever. Am I ready? No, that's not right. Am I ready? I can barely keep my hand steady. Ready to settle down? I see it as continuing this adventure with the most profound. Settle implies less, of which is impossible because she's the embodiment of the best. Inadvertently leaving each other inspired, our spirits continuously lift us higher. We're not settling down. We're not settling down. We're entering to the stratosphere, exploring the far reaches of love in the universe, not a kept secret. Put trust in your co-pilot or you'll never leave Earth. Hold on. I gotta make this font bigger because this is not working for me. There we go. Ooh, there we go. We're venturing past every galaxy. While we have rough edges, what we do just proves the perfection fallacy. What we do just proves the perfection fallacy. What is can't be simulated. Just look in my direction and leave me spiritually stimulated. Speak my name with any inflection, and I'm emotionally satiated. If doubt in the purity of my soul ever lingers from examples of past non believers, remove the physical for a year. Anything to make it clear. If need be, make it two. If that's what it takes for you to fully understand what it is to me, you do. The monarch of my attraction. They can't even be replacements when they've struggled to even be a distraction. Trying to convince me that I have freedom. How quickly they learn you still hold the keys to the kingdom. Attempts to introduce me to something new to savor. Unfortunately for them, the depths in your hips is already my favorite flavor. I'm starving for the day. I return to navigate every layer. Full service. Intentions to irrigate you into prayer. Unwilling to appease other players, unmatching is the magnetism of our labor. And that's just the start of our sinful behavior, paying my penitence on the kitchen counter as we turn into each other's physical savior. Your legs rest on my back like a pedestal. Your legs rest on my back like a pedestal until your words are finally unintelligible, forcing you to give physical direction of the intensity and how you require my connection. Uh-oh. We have the walls crying from the heat of our physical instinct, realizing that we weren't lying to think the passion realizing that we were lying to think the passion was ever extinct. forgetting about our past negative spaces, not stopping for a second, even after breaking the bed in 3 places. Don't close your eyes for a second so I can see how well I'm connected. You let me feel in control, knowing full well you grasp my soul. Unknowingly graduating to a better man, attributed to my desire to understand for your culture, vision, fears, insecurity. Just trust me and I'll show you the wealth and your value and endless capabilities. From learning a language I've never known to the dedication my younger self would have never shown. These of each other's loves in different ways, and we've been on the run for about 1,600 consecutive days. Parker Bear, the heist and the getaway. I'll be real, I forgot that poem was going in that direction. It kind of misled myself, and I wasn't ready. So probably obviously see that when I realized, oh, this is going different, and I wasn't ready to be in that space. Oh, out of sight, out of sight. You know, let's do that one. I'm gonna do one I don't think I've done in a while. That can't be it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? There we go. I like that. That was good. What am I supposed to do? It hurts to know that I can't stop loving you. I've prayed and pulled as hard of as hard as I could. Let me start over. What am I supposed to do? It hurts to know that I can't stop loving you. I've prayed and pulled as hard as I could, but these arms, but these arms, though strong to carry the weight of the world, can't break out of the cage built by the Lord. What am I to do? Your love is still in my veins, tearing through my heart and dominating my brain. God, please tell me if you've given me a petulance, or are you showing me true love is the perpetrator to my reverence? What am I to do? The constant reminder that I miss my opportunity plays as an example that God will open the door, but He won't walk through it for me. Let me back it up. What am I to do? What am I to do? The constant reminder that I miss my opportunity plays as an example that God will open the door, but He won't walk through it for me. I don't like the way it came out. What am I to do? The constant reminder that I miss my opportunity plays as an example that God will open the door, but He won't walk through it for me. Handleless door, I know I missed it. Focused on righting my wrongs, I didn't mean to resist it. But what am I to do? What am I to do? But what am I to do? The last time around, I thank God for every time my heart was shattered. And I built into a stronger man, a much stronger matter. To not let that glittering and faint flame die or turn into a heartbroken and reckless hide, to turn into the man worth looking into the eyes of the woman who went through the same on countless tries. She had been discarded by many, so we could love each other blissfully and endlessly. I heard your plea and I'm trying to close the door, but it won't. And I can't help but wonder if God's got something in store. We pushed alone and pushed together, and we still can't get it to close. Ironically, I fear the loss of you. By asking if the reason is bigger than us, I suppose. Through every step of our emotional maturation, each other's hearts end up the destination. Eyes blinded, we've run away in different directions, down different roads, still ended up together, but to you it's an infection. A cancerous leper. but I've never seen one happy with such inflection. Happiest sharing her life with mine, and now I'm questioning my detection. Trying to find truth through reliving every pain to my recollection. I could deny that love. I love you. My focus on my heart's protection. Lying to you and myself. I'd much rather pain's vexation. Lord, please give me an answer. Amen. I love 351, the graduate's course, midterm study session. So the love series. Actually, that one hit the spot for me. The love series of poems. There's a 101, 201. Is there a 301? I almost feel, I don't know, 351. This midterm session is going to be a final exam, I think. And the whole purpose behind the graduation is if it ever works out. So there's that. It's unfortunate. Let me see what's going on here. Excuse me. It won't last forever. Does it? Telling you that I've been there. Heart turns to anger, friends turn to strangers, but I don't care. Mm-hmm. Right. So I have something else rolling for me that's kind of trying to keep me in the zone. And someone said something stupid, something real stupid. So not on here. Somewhere, not even like it's just someone commented on a. It's like a, what is it? What's those things? It's not Reddit, but it's relatively similar. And I saw someone write something. I'm like, that was stupid, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Whew, left 351. I needed that one. I needed that out. Gets his out. Gets it out. Ooh, I have more poems on this one. Okay. So what we're gonna do. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I know how we're gonna end this tonight. Okay. Whoo. Okay. I got it. I got it. All right, so we're gonna hit this one. Where is that poem? Lord have mercy. See, if I just put stuff in the same place, I wouldn't have this problem. Don't ask. Okay, let's do it. All right. All right. All right. Let's kill it. Two more. This one and then the one after, that'll be it. Whew. Okay. Since the day that I crested, life manifested. Since the day that I crested, life manifested. My memories infested with how I was tested from where I was supposed to be protected. My life, I detested. The way we were affected, 32 years to profess it. How could I be blessed and still end up molested? With more consistency than my heartbeat's intensity, from the pain that was bred in me, the hate that you handed thee, convinced of insanity, that I'm estranged from humanity, while others were taught their essentials. What you brought was more eventful, more detrimental, evil, demonic, resentful, lifetime of foreboding, intertwined with self-loathing. Ligature marks lift on my neck from my death and my lucid dreams. Consumed with regret from neglect, I confessed I was a severed teen. Cuts on my wrist, my wish transitioned into my bliss. Consuming those pills till my soul could no longer exist. At 7 or 8, I was able to deliberate with my own conscience. Compare your lessons to my moral responses. Took more years to escape your deplorable nonsense. And God, I had to believe. For my sense of relief, my truth was built in deceit. And in that doctor's seat, a 27 I was able to see, how that one victimized me. We're talking survival. Mistrusted your idols. Not an ounce of reprisal. Just tell me, what did I do to earn that hate that's inside you? Felt I was a weaker man for spent far too long trying to right your wrongs. Rebuilt what was strong, and now one's gone. If you're wondering who was outed, I opted to keep my anecdotes shrouded with names mentally clouded. Because regardless of family or neighbor sick vanity, it's about how they branded me. And finally able to speak about it candidly. Mosaic. All right, let's keep it going. Last one. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of it, hanging out, giving me a place to just put it out there. Yeah, it's good. Whew, Lord. All right, I'm gonna wait for this turnaround. Back over the song to start back over, and then we're gonna jump into this. Okay, I'll make that font bigger too. No, went too far. It's. I feel like a big key to this, to me writing stuff and me being true to my emotions is, well, they're just that, just being honest with them, being honest with myself. But that stuff really sucks a lot. Like it hurts, it hits, because it's like it's so easy to like try to hide behind something else instead of do the right thing, you know. And then you gotta like go through that battle. Like, is this a testament in life if you do choose to believe in such things or not? Is this the universe, whatever you choose, like I said, choose to believe or not, or is it just no? This is not supposed to be it. But through that insanity, I had to come to a point to where I believed that whatever I do, I do believe in God. I'll put it that way. So make it easier to talk about. I feel like God wouldn't put that in me. That undying, unchanging, something you can pray to get out of, try to pray to get out of, and not mean it, and it's not real. Like I've said in poems before, doesn't mean. No, I don't think I said it tonight. I have a belief that it doesn't necessarily promise us to each other, like people, and I do believe that as people in just the universe, because we still have the power to make our own decisions, and people do make decisions out of fear all the time. I've been in that space for months now, like making bad decisions off of fear. Nothing dangerous, just stupid. But that's honesty. And and honesty has honestly hindered my emotional agility. The conclusion to the lesson is that this sensitivity doesn't equate to fragility. Over time, I've lost all my serenity and found my only stability through the faith in our divinity and the unreliability of shaking my affinity for your identity. I'm not struggling with emotional sobriety. I'm investing into myself entirely. Excuse me. I'm not struggling with emotional sobriety. I'm investing into myself entirely, even if it's against the grains of society and creating a rift between common thought and my spiritual dichotomy. With one exception, I pursue autonomy. Instead of breaking hearts with my physical improprieties, preying on a couple's relationship anxieties, with my intrusive intentions to pursue callously, selling dreams women knew were fallacies, disguising myself as her desired commodities, depending on the areas in which they like quality. Let me do that again. Instead of breaking hearts with my physical improprieties, preying on a couple's relationship anxieties, with my intrusive intentions to pursue callously, selling dreams women knew were fallacies, disguising myself as her desired commodity, depending on the areas in which they lack quality. I'm not interested in wasting what you deserve with someone else, ignoring what you earned and lying to myself. My love for you is solidified. With no solidarity in my solitude, I'm passion and anguish personified. Passion and anguish personified. Passion and anguish personified. I don't like the way that looks. I'm passion and anguish personified. Like passion and anguish personified. There you go. I failed in believing I'm caught in emotional kinesis. I can't even read your words without having spiritual and emotional releases. And with no one to believe my notion, I expressed my forlorn through verbal thesis. I meant it when we said indefinitely. While lying in my arms, you told me how we were connected spiritually. With saturated eyes, you said, I found my identity by the way you love me. I looked back and admitted how I do too eternally. I looked back and admitted how I do too eternally. I made it. I made it as far as I'm concerned. Unlike others between love and lust, this differences they struggle to discern, not seeking the truth in their current relation and constantly in anticipation of the next situation. I recognize my enchantment in our dynasty, however. I understand that destiny doesn't necessarily promise you to me, and we'll only go as far as our resiliency. Where I am takes a certain amount of bravery to remain true to self for the sake of my own clarity. I knew the horror that forebode me. I knew the horror that forebode me. Accepting a return which might not be a possibility. That was terrible. I experienced happy. No, I knew the horror that forebode me. Accepting a return which might not be a possibility. I experience happiness and brevity, but what gives me the most verity is to be able to say that with the utmost sincerity that I thank God for blessing us with love inherently, that I didn't sell myself a false fantasy, that I didn't risk conceiving with another regrettably. Transcendent is our unity. Once you earn the rest of me, you own that. You own that love indefinitely. If you hold on to your moments of clarity, you'll understand that my prosperity means nothing without your sincerity. I've accepted the life that comes with my commission, knowing that your return isn't based on any precision and that destiny doesn't overpower your own volition. But I do believe in a little religion, and strictly relying on faith causes me mental and emotional division. Causes me mental and emotional division. I drape myself in the love he put in us and find peace in its tension. I was lost whenever I relied on my own vision. It's not that I do any of this on intention. It's not that I do any of this on intention. You earned my love without condition, and your absence has left me in perdition. My dreams are now one recurring nightmare. With hourly endings, I'm clutched in insomnia's affair. But a release is not what lies within my daily prayer. Not what lies within my daily prayer. I ask for an abundance of love, of blessings for you, and a life free from despair. And if this journey requires one to suffer, to give me everything, so that life's pains you would never have to bear. I'm always advised to settle and compromise, but I'm not waiting for everyone else to realize every distant love doesn't mean it'll end forever. Even when we pursued other endeavors, we spoke about this link we could never sever. We mutually confessed one makes the other greater, and true to my form, your needs and desires I never failed to cater. And true to my form, your needs and desires I never failed to cater. Sometimes love may have its moments. Even then, we remained each other's proponents. Every time I lift my head, I hope to see you. I confess in different languages just to get through. My breath, my wings, my love, mi alienta, mis alas, mi amor. I don't know. I can't say this again. People look at me and are trying to uncover. Why don't try to find relief inside the frame of another, or that I'm electing to suffer, instead of taking time to discover that Maybe he just truly loves her. Lip service. Dominic Gatsby. And we're just at 1 hour. Thanks again for visiting, stopping by, sharing my creative space. Make sure to go back and listen to the ones that are already complete works. They're in playlists and everything. And then I have other ones like this, these more past the moon through the stars. I think we're on episode 7. Yeah. Don't be afraid to write me if you're a writer or just you do poems, because I really have a lot of other plans that I want to work on with other people, especially in the sense of an active relationship playing out, like literally like a TV show, but everything's in poetic tense, and just write that out. I've tried to find other writers before, female writers before, but it just, or even if it's another male writer and there's a woman who can do it, okay, but just to do it that way, and it'd be like true. There'll be true stories, but you know, played out that way. Yeah. So anyway, it's been a great night. Got that all off my chest. See you guys next time. I'm still working on some other. Still working on the same 2 or 3 that I haven't finished. I haven't actually even looked at those in a while since I did Mosaic, which was my most recent one. Let me know what you guys think about all of them. All right, everyone, stay beautiful. Try to stay wonderful to each other. And love. Past the moon through the stars.